Actions speak louder than words. They told you that there was no worry whatsoever when it comes to Epic Universe, even to the point of saying that the Walt Disney World Resort would likely benefit from the extra competition. The nation's largest theme park with fantastic new offers that Disney cannot counter? Well, it was going to be marvelous for the mouse. That's what Disney leadership said. But now, what they dread is coming true. Deep, deep discounts as they try to save a summer when guests appear to say Disney's a bummer. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to have you with us. Get ready because this one is a big one, and it has to do with Disney altering its behavior ahead of the opening of Epic Universe. Do they see Universal Studios as a threat now? Well, you bet, because the discounts are major, and they're happening, driving down the cost for consumers wanting to go to Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando for the entire spring and summer, the biggest times to bring your family. Now, kids getting a full-blown 50% discount. We've never seen anything like it. We'll describe it. Click the like button, and here we go. Ahead of Epic Universe opening this summer, you have heard over and over that Disney is not scared. They're not scared, not a bit. You've heard Disney say that it's going to be good for them. A rising tide, baby, right in the middle of Orlando. Well, here we go. It doesn't look like they believe it, not for a minute. Here's what we've got from Eva Chen. It says it's going to cost less to take your kids to Disney World this summer. It's going to cost a lot less, and this is just the beginning, not the end of it. Walt Disney World is offering 50% off children's tickets this summer. Let me say it again. For those of you who thought Disney was telling the truth when they said, oh, Epic Universe, we love it. It's going to be great for us. Have you ever seen in your lives Disney World discount tickets in the summer, in the middle of vacation time? 50%. Come on. As Balky would say, get out of here. Walt Disney World is offering 50% off children's tickets this summer. This is a first of its kind, you better believe it, offer for 3 days or longer, Chelsea Philly, Vice President, Customer Experience and Commercial Strategy, said Tuesday during a panel with fellow Disney World leaders and journalists. We want to make that how so easy that it is just a no-brainer to come to visit this summer. I'm going to tell you, this 3-day thing, what is it about? It's about protecting them from Universal Studios. The Florida resort is also offering family-focused activities, new entertainment, and deals to guests of all ages. There are more discounts. Beyond the kids, and I'm not sure if it's here it is. Disney World is also offering a specially priced 3-day, 3-park ticket for Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom, not Magic Kingdom. These special tickets, well, they just so happen to be about the same time as the half price for kids. April 6th through September 22nd. So essentially the entire spring and summer, you can go to the non-Magic Kingdom parks for far less than $100 per day. So long as you'll stay 3 days. And it keeps going and going. Over at Disney Tourist Blog, Tom Bricker has this one. Up to 35% off Disney World, Florida, and AP Resort discounts for summer to Christmas of 2025. More than 1/3 of the price out of going to stay at a hotel at Disney World. I'm telling you all right now, actions speak louder than words. This is a company absolutely terrified now of Epic Universe. Vash, let me go to you first on thoughts on this one. I've never seen Disney act this way. I'm not even sure that they can sustain this to discount tickets for kids in the prime time of vacation time by 50%.
This is an enormous move for sure, because this is their prime property in Walt Disney World, and they're doing it, like you said, during the summertime. We've seen 50% off kids deals for the last 2 years at Disneyland Resort, but that was always on kind of the off season right there. To do it at your flagship resort location like this, with Epic Universe opening up just across the way, I mean, that's a big signal that they're wanting everybody to as many people as possible to come over to a Walt Disney World. And I don't know if they're necessarily going to get that, because the entertainment offerings just simply haven't been there. Also, too, free dining plan for let's see, non-discounted 4-night, 4-day or longer package that includes a room at select Disney resort hotels and a ticket with a park hopper option. So you can get dining included with your stay if you go through that specific process right there. Magic Kingdom being omitted from that 3-day 3-park ticket is also very interesting. I think they feel that everybody will be visiting Magic Kingdom at least if they do go to Walt Disney World, but maybe not the other parks. We have speculated in the past that we would likely see attrition in those specific parks, like Animal Kingdom, for example, and it looks like they're responding to that as well. So, rising tide lifts all boats. I don't know. It appears more like Disney, like it's competitive when there's competition afoot.
Vash, is Universal Studios doing any of this? Is Universal Studios discounting at all?
Yes. Actually, I'm going to interrupt here because I've got some that Universal Studios always offers discounts on some level. It's kind of amazing. Actually, I'm about to book my trip to Universal for this year. It doesn't have Epic on it, but right now I'm looking at less than $45 a day for the people that I'm going with here. So, Universal builds in discounts into their pricing structure here. They'll let you into the park. They won't advertise it, day one. They'll have something that is pretty much a similar price to Disney, but the more days that you add, that price drop off is precipitous.
But we're not seeing anything, Jonas, like a 50% decrease in ticket prices.
Well, no, not advertised like this. And
I'm not saying it to be negative. I'm not trying to be negative.
I'm just pointing out, and it's definitely not for Epic. So I'll say that.
Right. Epic is not being discounted nearly at all.
By the way, Montana Ross, who is listed here, we pulled this up. I'm discovering that Montana Ross may be a TripAdvisor or vacation planner. We're not affiliated, and Montana, you're welcome. You're welcome for that's some advertising right there. Derek, Michelle, hop in here. Your thoughts on the idea that Disney is discounting ahead of the summer after they told us everything's fine, everything's dandy. Capacity is the problem. We just don't have enough capacity. And now they're discounting by half those of a smaller stature within our families.
I'm glad. Good. Yeah, it's been hot. Disney is expensive, man. It's expensive to go to Disneyland. So a little competition, great. More of this is needed. Look, I'm on the West Coast, all right? I haven't been to Disneyland in years. So I would love for some of that to kind of trickle this way, but unfortunately, we don't have an Epic universe competing directly with Disney over here. If we did, they'd probably be discounting those tickets. So yeah, it's just, they're discounting out there in Florida and at Orlando because the competition is heavy. They got to get bodies into the parks. So yeah, you got to drop the prices. So I'm happy to see that. That's great. I wish they would do that across the board because Disney has gotten way too expensive for me to be able to go with my family. So yeah, I love it. I think it's a good. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah,
but Derek, for them to try to pretend, everything is fine and it's not about Epic Universe. Yeah, that's a load of malarkey. Yeah.
Derek, the other problem is, if I'm not mistaken, over at Disneyland, you don't have Beverly. You need to come over here to Walt Disney World with us, and it's the greatest drink in the world. You got to come try this. It's Beverly. You're gonna love it.
And here's the thing about that, DA. There are discounts going on over there at Disneyland Resort as well.
How do they compare, Bash?
Steep discounts.
How do they compare? Do you have that?
I do. Let me go ahead and see if I can bring it up on screen right now here. Here you go. We have, for the 70th anniversary, by the way, tickets valid through May 16th through August 14th. 3-day tickets as low as $120 per day. 4-day tickets as low as $100 per day. Tickets can be used on non-consecutive days, on sale starting March 11th.
But you don't get Beverly.
No. you don't get Beverly. No.
It's up there with Butterbeer.
But again, though, this is for their 70th anniversary, and apparently they're going to be having a lot of special limited time offerings just for this event right here. We know that Small World's going to be changed out a little bit. The Walt Disney Animatronic is loaded in there, even with all these entertainment offerings, and with no competition, let's say, from an Epic Universe opening across the way, they're still discounting pretty deeply. So I don't know. They might cite Epic Universe as the reason why there's some cannibalization in this sector for them, but not when you discount both resorts as heavily as you do.
Well, look, that's good because again, I didn't know about this, but it has been like trouble to get into Disneyland. It's very expensive. It's been expensive for years, to the point where if you take a family of 4, I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of like $1,000 just to get in the door before you buy anything. It was really, really bad for a while. So I'm glad to see that they are dropping the prices. That's a good thing. Again, competition, it actually absolutely helps everybody.
Michelle, let's talk about public perception of going to Disney World, because I bet when you were a kid, I bet it was the same as me. You know, like if somebody was going to Disney World, it was a big deal. It was exciting. Everybody wanted to go. You had the NFL commercials. I'm going to Disney World, like all of that. It doesn't feel to me today, but I'm not a kid, so I can't say for sure. It doesn't feel to me today like people are longing to be there. I don't know if it's because with the advent of social media, you can literally be there. You can watch people live stream it. I don't know exactly what's caused it, but do you get the sense that Disney and going to Disney is the same today, or has it been lessened since we were younger?
It's probably been lessened in a sense, and I would say some of that is kids today have so much distracting entertainment like at their fingertips, more so than even I did as a kid, that they just kind of don't care as much. But then another kicker is I think a lot of us got excited as a kid because our parents got us excited to take us to Disney. And are the parents excited to take their kids to Disney at this point? Looking at those prices, I think it's very good. They're cutting the price because, as DA said, it's really gotten to the point. I don't know how most families in America take their family to Disney. It is so expensive, not only just to stay, but just to get into the park itself. And if you look at Disney, it's almost like, okay, you pay how much money for a family of 4, and you wait around in the frickin' heat of Orlando during the summer to maybe get to ride like 8 rides all day because of how long you have to wait. Like it's not particularly fun. And it's like, I think they definitely needed to lower the cost because yes, we've had political change. And I think, I'm hopeful that things can get better, but Disney also has to be aware that the economy is not great right now. And I don't foresee that really changing necessarily in the summertime. People are having to hold on to their money because it's a shaky economy.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Culture, your thoughts on Disney and these price cuts? I mean, these are huge. Is it enough? Is it enough to stop Epic Universe from dominating over the next 18 months?
No, by the end of these 18 months, and I would say even a year, we're going to find out that they've lost 30% market share in Florida alone. I think that the national opinion of them, or at least for most Americans, is going lower every day. I would imagine their unfavorables, if they were a political candidate, would rival the current blue party in this country. As far as Disney's efforts to combat that, these are exactly the same measures they take when they're in the worst kind of trouble. They try to obfuscate by telling us that they need capacity. Well, you don't discount, as Jonas would point out, to that end. So will it help? Sure. I mean, it'll help. It'll be temporary, but it's not going to generate as much profitable revenue as they would like to have. They want to continue to sell the upcharge tickets for each ride through that, whatever they're calling it, lightning lane, garbage tasticness, I don't know. But that really has been a boon for them, but it's also, consumer manipulation. And I think that as we look at people's results from leaving the park, Disney's not getting 5 stars anymore. And people, it's not become the rite of passage for all the reasons that Michelle outlined. So I feel like everybody on this panel has kind of, hit on all of the issues, with the exception of Disney's reputation is suffering continually, whether it be, employing predators in the parks or other things like that. They're just, they don't know how to manage their press. They don't know how to operate their company. They don't know how to repair their rides or even paint them. The standard for Disney has fallen so precipitously over the course of the last decade that it's not on the up. What's on the up is Comcast Universal Parks, and they're developing them with more frequency and in many other places. When they drop their new kid-oriented park in the center of the country, which will make it more accessible to more people, then they will have a time to shine. They'll also be in the heart of designing more youthful designed attractions to bring in younger people that they can bring back into their older locations like Florida.
Right, that they can switch out more often. By the way, we don't even know the price point on that park yet, but I can't imagine they're going to charge anywhere near the price that they charge at the And they'll have an ugly hotel to stay at, but the good thing about staying in that hotel is you don't have to see it if you're inside of it.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, Art of Animation, that's ugly. Pop Century, that's ugly. I mean, there's lots of ugly Disney hotels. Nobody talks about those. But you know what? You get to sleep near the parks and use the now extremely limited Disney transportation that has, again, been one of the last value props that they haven't dropped.
Well, folks, we'll watch and see how much of that transportation is needed as Disney is discounting, and trying to stop the flood of guests going to Universal Studios. Will it work? Well, we have our thoughts. We'll hold them and wait and see, and we can't wait to bring you more coverage of Epic Universe. We like it, and we're excited for the people who are going and what Universal is showing all of us. Often as we get ready to wrap these up, folks, you'll hear us say, keep learning, keep growing, keep having fun. And the reason we do it is because we appreciate you. It's true, we do. And we want you to have a good time. Thank you for giving us the great time of spending time with you. Folks, on the way out the door, consider clicking that like button, share, subscribe, click it and stick it to the algorithms. It's the notification bell, and drop a comment down below because you matter. Your thoughts matter. Who cares what the legacy corporate deadbeat media tells you? You really are important. And we're a testament to that. We wouldn't be here without folks just like you. And since we've said it, we'll say it once more. Folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.